Good girl on. Hey, Susan. Oh, good for you. We're supposed to get some bad weather today. Just one day only. Good for you. Have a nice day. It was like that here yesterday. It'll be like that here tomorrow as well. Hey, Grandma. Oh, yeah, that's normal, Grandma. About 3 to 5 days. I'm in Louisville. Yeah, I know. Yep. Feels like the flu. Yeah. Feel like shit. I didn't get it, but I've had quite a few people mention that. Dan that comes on here bothered him for 5 days. Mary didn't feel good for a week. A couple other people have complained about it, so it's normal. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, I do them when I'm in Detroit. Yep. Yeah, I do. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Christine. I think I'm gonna move to get a little better shot. This rain. Oops. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, do it, Mary. How you doing? Oh, you like those, Susan? Yeah. The problem with the one I don't want to call it a problem really, but one thing I found difficult with infrared is it's hard to see in those viewfinders when it's a bright sunny day, and infrared is even worse. And honestly, I don't Photoshop any of those photos I upload, so I found that on a sunny day like that, when I take a shot, it's so dark you really can't even see where you're at with it. Like if it's overexposed, underexposed. So I'm basically just kind of guessing. And if you look at those photos that are included, you'll see some are lighter, some are darker. I mean, that's just the way it is. I got to figure out a better way of doing it. Oh, okay, Mary. Is that working out for you? Hey, Marie. We're supposed to really get bombed today with bad weather. I hope so. Hey, just chilling. Oh, thank you. Hey, Marie. Yeah, I love the rain too. If you look on Louisville's weather, you see we're supposed to really get our ass kicked today. I'm hoping for it. I didn't even upload the rest of that storm video I had when I was in Tupelo. Wasn't that great? I mean, I had that GoPro. It was okay. But this should be a real ass kicker. I got all my camera equipment. I'm ready to party. I was looking forward to this. Yeah, I love the rain too. Might even do a GoPro now. I love this area. Oh, look, there's a mallard duck landing. Must be some water over there. I got my audio recorder too. Yeah, good, Christine. Yep. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I really recommend. I had an earlier GoPro, like the GoPro 5. I used it about 3 times. Thought this thing's a piece of junk. I gave it away. I didn't want to mess with that. And they are glitchy. But this new GoPro, this GoPro 9, I highly recommend it. For 350 bucks when it's on special with the extra things you get. I mean, the photos are good. The video's great. You can do time lapse like I do with the traffic. You can do everything. Interviews, every setting in the world, night, time lapse. I mean, it's a big bang for your buck. I mean, when you look at this GoPro compared to like my Nikons, it's a no-brainer. It's worth every dime. Right, Mary. Now, Mary, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to, where the money comes in, is you're going to have to substantiate continuing pain and suffering. If he continues to work, it's going to kill your settlement value. It's just the way it goes. So if he's worked this whole way, I wouldn't get too high on a big money settlement if you continue to work. Oh, here we come. Here we go now. Yeah. Hey, Semka. Where you been in the evenings? Yeah, I've had GoPros before, like I said, but I thought they were junk. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope she gets better. Lots of party today. Yeah, sorry about that. Your mother's sick. It's lucky she has you. My mom died at 62. I run into people my age and they could say they're going to visit their mother. It doesn't even seem believable. I mean, it is, of course, but it just seems odd to me. Oh, wow. I have the GoPro 9. That's an audio recorder. They're kind of expensive. They're about 800 bucks. But people actually record concerts with them. It's a PCM D100 by Sony. There's a million YouTube videos on it. PCM D100. Really a hell of a piece of equipment. That's what I did, those sound of the ocean and the birds in the morning. Definitely worth it. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the last few years I just haven't got to experience the rain that much. I love the South. I do, especially this area. Love all of it. This isn't that hard to rain. Just sound. Yeah, Florida actually over there around Cape Canaveral, that's the highest concentration of lightning strikes in the world. People from all over the world come over there to study that. Right near you, actually, you probably know that already. There was a Florida State or University of Florida professor that's an expert in lightning. I don't know if he's still around. I've got a couple books of his. I haven't read them in a long time. Yeah, it does. Hey, Dave. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's why, you know, it's a great place to live for lightning. I don't know if you know this or not, but you know, over there, Cape Canaveral, I mean, that's a huge bird breeding area. And people always talk about, you know, they want quiet for the birds. Well, it was just as successful when they were launching space shuttles as when they're not. So I guess birds adapt to noise. And I don't know if you've ever seen those videos or photos of a nice warm spring day. There are just rattlesnakes by the thousands over there. They go out and lay on the runways and tarmac. Yeah, I love birds. So far, this is right on track, the forecast. Yeah, ospreys are a neat bird. I don't see them too much. Florida is a great place for bird watching. Hey, Amy. Hilton Head had a lot of shorebirds that were migrating. Oh, that's interesting. That's nice. I like to see those programs. Oh, you like them, Amy? Thank you. Yeah, kingfishers are neat. We have a bird that migrates to Michigan called a piping plover. They were down to like 35 pair for a while. I don't know how many there are now, but I'm pretty sure I saw one in Hilton Head, but I'm not positive because it's been so long since was on my game with identifying birds. And there are birds that are similar, shorebirds that look similar. Oh, I could live in Kentucky, no problem. Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi. Tupelo is a super cool town, I'll tell you that. And this area is beautiful around here. You got everything here. Like I've told you before, I've tried all scenarios. Living. You get these ideas in your head and what you think you'd like, and I found that they were mostly false. Kindly thought the same thing with marriage, to tell you the truth. Although I had an idea that wasn't going to work for me. But on living arrangement, what I've realized is, even though I love nature and I love, messing around photography and, you guys know what I'm into, I've realized that where I like to live the most is in a condominium where I don't have to do shit, where I can hear the traffic going down the road at night, like here, and where I'm only a couple miles away from a Barnes and Noble and a bunch of places to eat. Now, if you'd asked me that 35 years ago, I'd have said you were full of shit, that I wanted to live in the country and listen to the birds and the quiet. So I've come full circle. Yeah, I've had some of those hood loops, and they never stay on for shit. I've had every damn knockoff, third party, plus the ones Nikon make, and just haven't had that great of luck with them. Yeah, but if you just, I would have never believed that. I had it. I did it before. Big pond, animals all over, 20 acres. If you want to keep your property nice, I'll tell you, if you've got 20 acres in Florida, you're a slave to that place. Your whole life is picking up branches and cutting down trees and bullshit. It's just not worth it to me. Yeah, too, I don't want any maintenance. I'm willing to pay the condo fee where I don't have to do shit. I don't care if it's 10 feet of snow. And plus, believe it or not, you have this odd privacy with condos. Like when I lived in Chicago, I lived on the 32nd floor. I was down there almost 13 years. I mean, I know somebody to say hi to after, running into someone over 13 years. But there was a lot of transients. People didn't live long down there. And a lot of people told me what I'm telling you. They think, wow, I'd be downtown. This is so great. It's a world-class city. People do their vacations here, which is true. But visiting a place and enjoying it is much different than living there. And actually, I was kind of sick of Chicago about 4 years into it. But I didn't really have a plan B. I had a non-compete in Michigan. I definitely didn't want to go back to Florida. So that's kind of it was a good experience. I love Chicago, but I haven't been there in 10 years, and I don't miss it at all. Constant work. That's exactly right. Yeah, I used to be anal about everything, organized and cleaning things. And you can see I've come a long way with this Astro van. Now I'm thinking of buying that truck off Jimmy, that 1948 Ford pickup with the diesel. And part of what attracts it to me, it's just it just looks like junk. There's moss growing on it, and I'll never need to wash it. You know, just open the doors while you're going down the road to vacuum. And I used to be one of these crazy people. January, be vacuuming my car out, having a fit because there was a stain on the carpet that I couldn't get out, like a cracked windshield. Oh, that would drive me nuts back in the day, even if it was a little star that hadn't yet moved. Nah, that's pretty unlikely in condos. They take. It's not like hotels and apartments. You have your own. I wouldn't worry about that at all. And you could always check that out easy, Amy. A lot of people, they to them it doesn't make sense to pay a condo fee. They don't mind slaving away for 20 hours a month doing stuff. They don't consider that they're getting it for, $4 an hour if you pay for it. Some people are, really frugal that way. They just think it's crazy that you would pay somebody after you already own the place. It doesn't make any sense to them. To me, it was a deal and a half. I don't have to do anything. I hate doing all that stuff. I wouldn't mind one potted one plant, one single flower in one vase. That's it. That's all I want. And I believe me, I've checked into octopus, cuttlefish, but I just don't feel right having stuff in tanks, even if it's fish. I don't do shit. No, no, not at all. I got so lucky where I live now. Everybody moved. Some got married, some got divorce settlements and built another house. Everything. Doctors got transferred. And I've got a whole new complete set of neighbors. There's only 8 condos where I live, and I love my neighbors, all of them. They're super nice, considerate people. Love my neighbors. Hey, believe me, I had 3,000 pairs of birds in cages before I came to had a Jesus moment. I remember just looking through there one day. You know what got me? Is some of them always get out. I don't care what you do. Something happens. You forget a latch. You didn't get any sleep. A storm comes through. Birds get out when you have them. It's that many. Even when you don't have that many. I remember seeing them flying around. I thought, you know what? This is not cool. When I got into it, I thought, well, I'd be a responsible breeder and I would provide baby birds, healthy birds, no scams. Yeah, what a pipe dream that was. That's another thing where I just had my head stuck up of my ass. I probably saw a TV show and believed it, you know. But I'm kind of obsessive about things, and I did it with parrots as well. I started out with one, then I ended up having 6,000. I mean, I had hired help. I sold about 100 pet shops. You want to meet some real dirtbags, get to know pet shop owners. I put them right on the same level as heroin dealers. Just unsavory scammers. Hard to get paid. If you don't get paid up front, you can forget it. Just bad people to deal with. That was a big, huge mistake getting into that. If I'd have stayed into it another few months, I'd have went broke. Everybody else did. What happened is in '92 they came up with that no more wild caught imports. So you couldn't get parrots imported from other countries anymore. CITES, CITES. So it looked like a good time to get into that. You figured the supply is going to be cut down. There's going to be much less breeding pairs. Well, it kind of backfired really because guys like me, stupid, went out and bought hundreds of them, and before you know it, there were less breeding parrots available then than there were before they banned the imports. So there was a surplus of baby birds. Everybody was breeding them. And of course, that drives down the market. Everybody I know that was in there lost their damn ass. I sold mine to a lady that had inherited the residuals from a railroad company. I never talked to her directly. It was a rich lady that lived on Palm Beach, but I knew someone that knew her, and she kind of, I guess you could use the word brokered the deal, and they wrote me a check for all of them. It couldn't happen again in a million years. I ranked that right up with hitting a scratch off for $1 million. I got so lucky. Yes, a great day. Yeah, you're right, Marie. Even if you take really good care of them, I'm the same way about fish. I mean, I'd like to take credit for it. I don't. That's just pulling stuff out of the sky. But I was on that Walmart in the town I live. I was on their ass constantly about the way they were taking care of those fish. The one that really got me is those betas, those fighting fish. You'd see 50 of them in a little cup with 4 ounces of water, looking like shit, just waiting for some dildo to come and buy them. And I used to ride their ass constantly. I know they were thinking about kicking me out of there because of it, because I know one of the security guys, and he told me that the manager was considering banning me. It's like, go ahead, ban me. I already can't go into the Amish place and get a cinnamon roll anymore. The hell's not going into Walmart's going to do? The truth of it is, it would have been a real pain in the ass. But now we're getting another Myers. Yeah, you know, they were thinking of opening a sandhill crane hunting season up for a while. I just, you know, I understand hunting. You know, you could argue it either way. But I just don't, what I don't understand is how somebody could enjoy shooting those big, beautiful birds out of the air. Just, you got to have like a major screw loose. How could you have joy out of that? I'm in Louisville. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to put a hamster in a cage, nothing. I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff I've done to save insects. Yeah, there's places, evidently they're good to eat. I did read an article one time where they're good to eat, sandhill cranes. Yep. Yeah, I think there's got to be something seriously wrong with you. It's like when you're dating, you know, people think they're, I'm glad I don't date. I'm happy for it. I like being older in that sense of the word. You know, when you're young and you're dating, all it takes sometimes is one comment. And people say, well, that's really, you know, those are small things. It's not small things at all. If we're watching a movie and I think it sucks and it's the worst one that I've ever seen, and you think it's great and you're thinking about buying the DVD, we're probably not going to get along. It's just the way it works. And when somebody tells me, oh, I'm an avid hunter, yeah, okay, yep, see you later. Yeah, I do that too. I was saving these flying squirrels up there around West Branch. Where people were putting glue traps out and getting them in those. Actually, you know, you can get vegetable oil, and it takes that, it just dissolves that glue in those glue traps. Man, they come out of there like it's nothing. And then you kind of wipe down the vegetable oil, give them a little bit of bath, and they're ready to go. I looked it up on the internet. That's what I think. Oh, I love butterflies. I love butterflies. They've been getting screwed over the years too. It's nice to see some of these areas where they plant this milkweed. When I was living down in Chicago, I saw this old bitch smacking her dog for doing something in the park. I went up to her. I said, I see you hit that dog one more time. I'm going to call 911. You crazy bitch. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's the old adage: just because it's legal doesn't make it right. I mean, the world's loaded with examples like that. Yeah, you want to shut them up. Just tell them the animal's always on the defensive. So, what kind of sport is that? When the opposing party is always on the defensive, they're no offensive threat. I mean, any way you slice it, it just doesn't make sense that someone would enjoy that unless they got a major screw loose. Oh, cool, Debbie and Dave. You know, if you saw that video, uh, speaking of that video, I mean, I'm sure people don't watch like not much of a lot of my videos, but I just can't help but make them like, in my way of thinking, like I just happen to be down over there on the Ohio River, which I'm never near. And as I'm there bullshitting around, I think, well, I'll turn on my GoPro and do a video while I'm doing other things. So it took 9 hours to upload that video, 4K video. And a lot of people turn that on, I know, and they think it's just boring and it sucks. It was windy, so there is some wind noise. But I figure I'm there anyway, and you know what? Even though those aren't popular, somebody sometime is going to wonder what it looks like, the Ohio River from Westport, Kentucky. And they're going to be able to look at that video and find out, and otherwise they wouldn't have. It's not going to be a viral video, and just like my behind the back roads videos, same things. They'll never be popular, but anybody that's wondering what it looks like is going to know that. That's me too. Yeah, that's one thing I never really came to comfortable feeling about. I eat meat and stuff like that, but I'm not bragging about it. It's like one of those things I just try not to address. I tried the vegetarian thing and I couldn't do that either. Be eating a goddamn Chick-fil-A and taking a Prozac with it. Oh, thank you, Carla. Oh yeah, see, now I like the blue ice videos too. I love those videos, but most of my stuff, that's society in this day and age. And that is that what got my channel out for a lot of people to know about it is interviewing working girls. That's what's popular. It's crazy. I mean, sometimes I'll go to a lot of trouble and mute and edit videos and put them together and put music, and my damn grilled cheese gets more views. It's just our culture. One good thing you need to thank YouTube for is they let you know where people are coming from. They show you that racism is alive and well, sexism is huge, and when people are in their own free time or clicking on thumbnails, attractive people get way more clicks than non-attractive people. The data that YouTube provides confirms my suspicions. It's not a great world we live in. That's how I started it, yeah. Oh yeah. See, now I get excited over stuff like this. Yeah, right, Ellie. Yeah, I was into beekeeping pretty heavy for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna go back there, yep. No, that's it, mister. Yep. Daisy didn't care. What's this damn thing? Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot worse than this. This actually rained just like they said. Started at 11 o'clock. Oh, she's a great dog, Daisy. She's not a morning dog. Oh, thank you, Nina. Yeah, it'd be a good day to take a nap. Really would. Yeah, I like it too. I hope it rains like that forever. We're supposed to have one ass kicker day of rain and storms, and then tomorrow beautiful. It's like perfect. I stayed an extra day in Tupelo because it was supposed to be bad rain. It was okay rain. I mean, this is okay, but it's supposed to get a lot worse. This is just the beginning of it. Oh, really, Susan? Huh. Did anybody watch those videos of those three women that I was talking to about those trees? And anybody watch that? What'd you think of those ladies? What's your unbiased opinion, as best as you can? Oh, really, Debbie? What is that Torcon? Oh, they do, huh? Hey, Emily. It used to be. I haven't been down there as much as I used to be. They're building a new bridge down there, my favorite spot, Texas, and it's dead, and the whole city's kind of dead right now. Hey, Soper. Oh, Daisy's great. He's right there. Oh, good. That's how you thought? Yep. Oh, really? Oh, okay. It's going to be nice again tomorrow, Soper. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they're building that new Gordie Howe International Bridge, and that whole area is like basically been wiped out. You know, right there around like Fort Street and Dragoon, Clark exit. They took the Clark exit out. I'm from Flat Rock originally. Where are your kids living? Oh, I like it, Soper. You need to enjoy this rain. That's how you get that green, that bluegrass, a Kentucky bluegrass. Yeah, I'm traveling, yep. Oh, yeah, I grew up in Flat Rock, yep. Yeah, I'm from Michigan, yep. Hey, Matthew. Soper's been working a lot lately. That's why she hasn't been around, she says. Oh, good for you. I did have an opportunity to try some moonshine the other day, and smelling it was enough for me. Legit moonshine. It's super crystal clear. And I thought, nah, I don't want to get a stomach ache. Oh, okay. I may come over to Lexington. Not 100% sure on that. Nah, I didn't. I was gonna drink some, and then I thought, nah, it just smelled so bad, and the guy told me it tastes like shit, and I just thought, why? Yeah. Plus, I just didn't. I just decided not to. Smelling it was enough. Oh, thank you, Ellie. No, legit moonshine. That's what the guy told me. He said, I'm going to tell you, this stuff absolutely is terrible. And they just used it back in the day to get smashed, but you paid a price for it. Doesn't taste good. Yeah. Yeah, the danger is created in people distilling it in something other than copper. I talked to the guy about that for quite a while. It's super clear. It looks like rubbing alcohol, which basically it kind of is. But I took one whiff of that and I thought, nah, I don't want to try this. Yeah, drink something you like. Yep. I'm sticking to the dragon's milk and scotch. Thank you. Better believe it. That's one reason why, you get a gallon of moonshine for $10 and dragon's milk $16 for 4 little bottles. White lightning. Yep. Oh, did they? Oh, thank you, Star North. I always think as I'm uploading these people are going to probably think this is so boring. But I do that with my GoPro a lot. Like, see, I got it right there. So I'm there anyway, right? And I'm doing other things, so I just turn my GoPro on. I didn't do a time lapse because it wouldn't have done it justice. And like I said earlier, now if somebody wants to know what it looks like from Westport on a beautiful sunny day, they know. They know. Yeah, they were nice ladies. They were a little suspicious of me at the beginning. The one lady that's some kind of county official, she walked up to me when I had my camera. Here's how I went over there. Like I said before, it's really kind of hard to get close to these big rivers when you're away from a big city for, the typical reasons. Muddy, marshy, costs a lot to build a place you can drive, roads are expensive. So they're far and few between. So I wanted to check out the Ohio River. And I looked on the map, and if you look on the map, you'll see Westport. I thought, wow, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. About a half hour away. I bet they got a little park down near the Ohio River, so off I went, headed to Westport. And sure as shit, as you drive into that town, here you see the Ohio River. You can pull down. You saw where I was parked. It's like, yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for. And as I got there, a sheriff car pulled in, and you could see there was some conflict with these women talking to these construction guys about these trees, and it didn't look friendly. Well, I found out later what the issue was. So a little while later, she walked up to me and she said, can I ask what you're doing? It's like, yeah, I'm just doing, videos. I travel around, talk to people. I have a YouTube channel. She said, what's your name? And I told her, and she said, so you just happened to come here during this conflict over these trees? I said, yeah, I did, yep. I was staying in Louisville. I looked in the map, and this is the only place I could come to the Ohio River. She said, really? It's like, yeah, yep, really, yep. And she said, oh, okay. So at first she didn't want to talk to me, and then she warmed up a little bit, and then it kind of went back and forth, and then she agreed to talk about this. And then her girlfriend did. The lady from Brazil, if you listen to the whole interview, she met her husband on an internet dating site. Moved to the United States 18 years ago from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Super nice lady. Really pretty, too. For 55 years old, that's about as good as it gets. Great personality as well. Yeah, a little nosy, yeah. Yeah, they were a little nosy, yep. So we talked, and I got the story on what was going on, and they're sticking up for the old Indiana brown bat, Amy. You ought to really embrace those women. Yeah, she's very nice. That's crazy. You could meet someone on the internet dating like that and move that far away. I mean, it happened, so. Yeah, very nice lady, yep. I bet she doesn't look that much different now than when she was 20 years old. Just one of those, just good genes, nice hair, nice skin. I bet she probably eats whatever she wants. Just one of those freak genetic combinations. And a good personality. Oh, yeah, marry somebody like that? You mean, oh, on the internet? I mean, I think you're lucky if you meet somebody that you jive with that good. I think you could meet them any way you could. Any way you can. Car accident, college class, internet dating. I did that internet dating for a while, a few times. It was great. I was in like the ground floor on that. Now it's all scammers and bullshit and hermaphrodites and transsexuals. It's not like normal. Yeah, I'd do it if it worked. I want to do a sexual dating site where you just part of the oath that you take when you join my site is if you got to talk about what kind of sex you like. You got to be honest about it. And you answer those questions, and then you do all the other bullshit later. And my pitch, my slogan's going to be don't waste time with someone that's no good in bed. Because when you meet somebody that's nice and they like walks on the beach and they like birds and the bees and they like going to Hilton Head and all that bullshit, you could blow a year on that and they could be terrible in bed. And I think to myself, what a waste of time. So let's cut the bullshit. Everybody really answer what you're really into on the sexual stuff. And then we'll get to all that other horse shit later. What kind of books you like, what movies that impressed you, if you like to walk your dog, if you like butterflies, do you know what milkweed is? And I think I'd have a way better batting average with success stories than the way you do it now. Because you don't know jack shit. They're all alike. You know? Yeah, they do. I got a buddy that, I mentioned this to the doctor, and he said patients lie about sex all the time. People are embarrassed to admit they're not having any, and they say they're not having it when they are. Happens all the time. If you're a young woman that goes into an emergency room with abdominal pains, first thing you're getting is a EPT. And the reason for that is the thousands of women that have lied about being sexually active that were actually pregnant. Human nature, man, I'm telling you, there's things you can bank on. And people lying about their sex you will experience is one of them. Thank you, Texas. So true, Nina. That is the best motherly advice you could ever give. That's true. Sex will keep you together. Good sex will. Better believe it. You'll put up with all sorts of shit. Be running up your credit card and house looks like a goddamn pigsty. Doesn't do shit, leaving her clothes all over in the room. But she's good in bed, so you bite the bullet and you put up with it. I mean, and it makes sense because if you look at sex and all the trouble people get in over it, I mean, people need to acknowledge that this shit needs to be right on the top of the list. Quit bullshitting each other. I'll tell you, they're ashamed to say they have sex because, let's say it's some guy in his 30s and he's a virgin. He's not going to tell his doctor that. He's talking to another male. You know, you've always got the human factor, and he's just a little bit embarrassed to admit that he's never been laid. I know they've asked me that in the hospital before. That's in the doctor's office. It's like, well, I got to ask you this. A little uncomfortable. I know what's coming. And I always say, I get mixed answers on this. They say, are you sexually active? And I say, are you counting jacking off? I never get a standard answer. 50% of the time it's yes, and 50% of the time is no. You think a damn doctor would know this? You know the old joke about jacking off. You jack off more when you're married than when you were single, and there's an element of truth to that. That's for all the guys out there that thought their sex life was going to get better as they aged. Then you got the other side of the coin where you're watching some stupid ass show like Oprah, and you got these just unattractive people, and they're holding hands and they're looking at each other's, and they're giving you the impression they want to screw during the commercial break. And they're telling Oprah that they've had the best sex in their life and they're in their 60s and they try all these positions and they're thinking about writing a book. And I'm thinking, you people are full of shit. That is absolute nonsense. The only thing I can come up with is that they didn't have sex when they were younger. Because if you think 20-year-old sex has anything at all to do with 60-year-old sex, you are way off base. Apples and oranges. Yeah, that's good, Sonny. But the embarrassment, it's not that people are embarrassed about saying it if they're really having it. They're embarrassed about saying they're not having it when the presumption is they should be at their age. If you're a guy and you're a 35-year-old virgin, you're not going to feel comfortable. Probably. I'm sure somebody is out there. I'm generalizing. It's like, well, hey, John, are you sexually active? It's like you're 38-year-old, good-looking male in good shape. It's like, doctor, I'm a virgin. It's not happening. Sorry about that. Yeah, see the male side of it. Hey, Richard. And women lie about getting it. Like I said, you talk to anybody that's been in the medical field for a long time, and like I said, the first thing they do, a woman comes in with abdominal pain. They do a EPT because women say, "Hey, Sally, is sexually active?" No. Well, how long's your stomach been bothering you? About a month. We're going to give you this. Could you give us a urine sample, please? It's like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Come out, it's positive. It's like, Sally, I asked you if you were sexually active, and you said no. It's like, I'm not. It's like, well, why is this EPT positive? There's all sorts of complications that can occur, x-rays, all sorts of shit. If you start treating a woman that's pregnant, even in the early stages, they need to know this, and people still lie about it. Hey, George Jordan, Junior Jordan. Yeah, I mean, it's a moving target. It's not one size fits all. You know? Yeah, there you go. Yep, there. See, you're honest about it. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but that's society, man. It's very predictable. If you've been around a while and you know how the world works, it's very predictable. Look at the people going to church on Sunday lying their asses off. I was just reading an article online the other night where uh, Catholics were lying during confession because they were embarrassed to not have something to talk about with the priest. Now, to me, it doesn't get much more nuts than that. You're making up stories during confession because you're worried that the priest won't believe that nothing's on your mind that you want to talk about. That just is. But I believe it. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good. Pregnancy is hard on the female body. I mean, there's a genetic component to that. There's some women you can't tell they had a kid. I've never met one. But it's tough on the female body. It really is. I was just talking to a buddy of mine yesterday, and he said his best sexual experience, his daughter, who is 35, just died of lupus, which is sad, unfortunate. It's too bad. And I said, best sexual experience, what are you talking about? He said, man, this girl was unbelievable in bed. And he said, the only reason we broke up is because I had an old girlfriend that was coming back from Georgia. and I didn't want to miss out on that either. I said, "You ever think about hooking up with her again?" He said, "Nah." He said, "I have seen her in the grocery store a couple times. She looks just as good as she did when she was 18." I said, "Oh, okay. How many kids she have?" He said, "7." And I said, "Well, she may look as good as she did when she was 18 in clothes, but I'm telling you, that puts a toll on the body. There's, you know." He said, "No, not her." Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. It's like, people recovering from surgery, having a baby. Some people, it's great, and other people's it's not so great. It's just my biased opinion. It seems to me that women's bodies hold up better when they have children younger. If they're young. But that could just be, that's not exactly scientific. 8, wow. No kidding, Marie. Wow. You guys are reminiscing, huh? Wow. He's lucky he's not in prison. What state do you live in? That a girl, Amy. Amy, you still got about 10 years you could get pregnant. You better keep an eye on things. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter to a prosecutor. I'll tell you that. They lock people up where I'm at all the time for older guys having sex with underage girls, whether it's consensual or not. No, she doesn't want any. Yeah, in some states, there's no statute on that. There's no statute of limitation. So if he pisses you off, you could still get him locked up. Maybe he doesn't want any. Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky. He's lucky your mother loved him. Oh, what's that Jack and Jill law, Simka? What is that? Yeah, a girl, Amy. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Huh. Simka, you don't remember that show on TV, do you? Faker, Florida? A lot of crazy stuff goes on in Florida. And the show was Faker, Florida, and you had to guess on the scenario whether it was fake or it really happened in Florida. There you go, air cooled. You're talking now. No, I know it was a good show. I mean, if you live down there, you know what I'm talking about. Did you watch that movie Florida Project? Yeah, I never wanted kids. What'd you think of it? Did you think it was okay? This world's crazy. Yeah, I thought it was okay too. It was that girl's first acting job. When you consider that, I thought it was pretty good. But to me, that just summed up Kissimmee perfectly. I don't know if you spent much time there. Yeah, I think that's just old talking to young. I mean, when your hormones are high and you're young, you're not telling those people anything. Oh, okay, Marie. Yep. Yep. Yeah, world's scary, that's for sure. Hey, anybody know a good fix for these new Android phones? I can't check my emails because of some damn glitch. None of them. Not through the MailChimp or not trying to access them directly. I messed with it for about an hour. I disabled things, uninstalled. Still can't check my emails on my new cell phone. No kidding. Wow, Carla. Yeah, there probably is a Verizon store. I don't know. Will they even mess with it? You think they'd help me? Yeah, I did. Nah, I didn't reinstall the Mail app because on this Android, it didn't come as an app. It came on the phone. And when I look up my apps, there is no Mail app like that as an app. It's weird. I mean, I haven't messed with it like I should because I don't feel like screwing with that thing at night. Yeah, I cleared the cache. Yeah. Yeah, I have insurance on it. Yep, I do. Yep. I got to be in the mood to like go in there. I probably will do that today. Oh, okay. You work for Verizon. Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about? The mail not working. If you go on the internet, they talk about it all the time. They say it's an update, but I checked my updates, and the update doesn't jive with the mail not working. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with a new app. Yep, I think I will. I just don't feel like fooling with it. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. Yeah, I hate them too. Yeah, me too. Yep. I like this new phone, but it's kind of been a pain in the ass. Yeah, you're right, Simka. You're right. Yeah, maybe I'll do that tech coach bullshit. Yeah, there is. I do have the dedicated Gmail. I can't do it on that one either. Yeah, I just don't feel like fooling with it today. I just check it on my laptop. It's not like I'm gone, but it sucks. You got a brand new phone, can't even 1950. Can't even check my damn emails. Now, if the YouTube thing wasn't working, I'd definitely be in there. But the mail, I can live with. The older I get, the less I want to check mail. I'm starting to really hate it. Hey, Mohan. Yeah, I tried the YouTube thing. I get about 10 hate mails a day, too. They don't really bother me anymore. I'm a big douchebag, I'm an exploiter. Oh, GoPro. I got that down. I got the GoPro down. That's a glitchy little thing, though, too, that GoPro. It really is. I mean, you got to really be watching that damn thing. It's got audio beeps for different functions. And that thing will beep sometime, which is supposed to mean something. And you'll think that it beeped because of the amount of times you push the button. And you'll find it. I've had black screens turned on out of the middle of nowhere. They're glitchy. Hey, Mohan, it's partying. Nah, no, I'm not a storm chaser. Oh, it does, huh? Oh, thank you. It's the way it is when you get on YouTube. They've been really driving Sharon crazy lately. Hilton family and friends. Yeah, but that's because I do it all the time. It's like my whole life, I'm messing around with YouTube all day, every day. That's what Tassie says. Mohan, have you ever taken an IQ test? Yeah, it's a strange personality. What was your score, Mohan? Was it? Do you remember? Yeah, you never know. It's serious, though. If the FBI's there, I'll tell you that. It's hard to get them to do anything. Okay, you have a good day. Hey, Diane. I just happened to be in Palm Beach when Madoff got nailed. They were raiding his home. I was over there just walking around, tell you the truth. I'll tell you, when the feds come in, I don't care what it is, you are screwed. And they are hardcore. You'd think Jesus showed up. Was that a Freudian slip, Simca? Yeah, Palm Beach is cool. Yeah, big time they do. I mean, they come in like with sledgehammers, start taking your records, tell you to sit your ass down, shut up. It's like, well, I want to make my one phone call. It's like, you'll make it when we're done with you. When you see the FBI come in, you got huge trouble. Trump was just a phone call away from having the FBI come in and straighten out Detroit, and it never happened. I had a girl, Semka. That's okay. You can talk to Dr. Phil about it. When I first got into PI work, I knew a couple FBI agents that were getting into PI work the same time I was. I hate to say it, but they were two of the dumbest son of a bitches I've ever met in my life. Neither one of them ever made it as private detectives. It's just hard to believe they were ever 25-year FBI agents. It was just so stupid. My same experience with ATF agents. And when I lived in Chicago, the head of the Secret Service lived in my building. He was getting his PI license. He couldn't pass the PI license in Illinois. Flunked it 4 times. It is a bitch of a test. But you would think after you're running the Secret Service in a city like Chicago, you could, it's not that bad. Hey, lady. What do you do over there at Palm Beach when you go over there, Soper girl? Yeah, it's not as much as we're supposed to get though. No, I don't doubt it. Florida came up with a test. It used to be really easy. I first got my PI license down there, I think in '92. Then they came up with a test like Illinois did, which is a bitch. I don't have my Florida PI license. I gave it up. I gave it up so I'd guarantee myself I'd never get talked into doing another case down there. Illinois, Michigan's easy to get a PI license. Wisconsin's easy. They give you a test, but it's a joke. Oh yeah, I love that too, Jackie. Yeah, that sounds good. Not really. I mean, honestly, the only money in PI work is working for insurance companies. I mean, I'm sure there's some guy someplace that's making money not doing that, but to get steady work as a PI, man, and even that piece of pie has gotten very small. Oh, Delray, that's cool. Yeah, that's neat. Delray Beach. You know, that's Delray where I go in Detroit, though. Those are connected name-wise. Look it up. Delray in Detroit and Delray Beach in Florida. They got something in common. Hey, Kimbers. Kimbers, did you get that new job yet? I got your Elvis magnet, too. If you send me your address, I can mail that to you when I'm on the road here. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not a big Florida guy. Oh, has it, Simca? Really? Oh, okay. You know, the trick to these Verizon stores is you find a corporate store. I've had nothing but bad experiences with these franchises. Yeah, I'm the same way, Jackie. Oh, okay. Why don't you email me and I'll put your address and I'll mail it to you. I'll send you two of them actually. Well, it's an old Delray connection, but they're named for similar reasons, which you wouldn't believe in a million years. Oh yeah, the franchise store. I just don't trust them. They're a bunch of scammers. They're probably all trying to hang in there as good as they can. But I try to find a corporate store. They can give away the farm and it's no big deal. Where the franchisees are, they're trying to bend you over every way they can. Oh, that's cool, Air Cool. Now I'm going to access it on my laptop when I go back to my hotel. Yeah, not on my phone. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's the way I go. Yeah, Florida's not for me. It's like anything though. Like, if I came to Louisville and somebody knocked me over the head and stole my camera equipment, I probably would not like Louisville. But instead, I've come and I've got good things to eat, found some people to talk to, took some photos, so I like Louisville. It's like anything else, it's how you experience it. Relationships, restaurants, things you read, things you watch, pets. Yeah, don't put your physical address on here though. Don't do it on here. If you email it to me, I'll check it later. It's tomreed1956 at gmail.com and I'll mail it out to you. Because I'm going to mail it to you anyway. Might as well mail it from here. Yeah, you're right about that, Simka. If you're not living in a gated neighborhood, watch out. Yeah, Louisville's great. Yeah, I go down to Indy Atlantic. I haven't lately, but that's where I go, and I go down there by myself. I stay at the Radisson, believe it or not. I didn't even think they had any Radissons. I stay at that Radisson. Just beautiful views, right right down the road from Indy Atlantic restaurants. Not that many people there. Starbucks, Walmart. What more do you want? Oh, Indy Atlantic's great. They have a great pizza place right on the beach, right near the Turtle Park. It's called Bizarro's. Look it up. Excellent Italian food. You'd think we were in New York City. They're kind of rude. If you look at their ratings, people bitch about they're so rude. I never really experienced that, but it's kind of like, what do you want? And get the hell out of the way. But their food is fantastic. Everything. And you can get pieces of pizza and sit on a picnic table and look at the Atlantic Ocean. It's like 1940 before everything cost $1 billion. Yeah, Bizaros. Bizarros. I think that's how you spell it. Bazaros. Indy Atlantic. They have more and more locations now, but excellent food. Right, Jackie. Diane, you ever get back? When's the last time you were back there, Diane? Are you familiar with Bizarro's, that pizza place right on the beach, Indy Atlantic? Yeah, excellent. You will love their food. Good everything. Pasta's fantastic. Yeah, humidity's high. Oh, that's my baby sleeping. That's my baby Daisy sleeping. Hi, honey. You sleeping, hon? You dreaming? I'm in Louisville. Goodbye, Debbie and Dave. Yeah, you'll love that food down there, Soper. It's really good. Daisy's sleeping. Yeah, just chilling. I like Ohio. I love that state. Oh, 3 hours, Sarah? Which way? Oh, that's cool, Nina. Hey, Shonda. Yeah, I have my coffee. Ashland? What state, sir? Ashland, Kentucky? Yeah, no, it's normal, Diane. Nah, just chilling. I know that. Yep. Oh, Kentucky. Oh, okay. You too, Carla. Oh, okay. Are you from there, Sarah? Oh, okay. West Virginia. Oh, come on, Rainier. Oh, good for you. Are you working there, Sarah? You have a job there? Oh, no kidding, huh? Oh, good. I think his appliance repair is good. Hey, Simka, get rid of this damn Rainier guy, will you? I'm trying to block him, but it's not working on my phone right now. Get rid of this jack off. Thank you. Thanks, Air Cold. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sorry for any technical difficulties, Rainier. Please hit your refresh button and try again later. Yeah, technical difficulties. That's what they are. If you can't get back on and make any more comments, that's a technical difficulty. The bad news is it's not going to get any better. I want to get a job at. I want to take that attitude and go to work for Verizon. Yeah, good for you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, just chilling. Oh, Remeron, all right. Oh, a half, good for you. Yeah, we're gonna start a Remeron club. I haven't been taking it lately. One problem I have with Remeron is it gives me sore joints, and I'm guessing. I don't know this for sure, but I think it's. They say it can affect your deep sleep, your REM, which is linked to sore joints. There's a strong correlation between joint pain and poor sleep. So I don't know if it's something in the medication or that causes that, or my REM isn't good enough. Yeah, it is, lady. Yep. We have the mirtazapine club here. We're accepting new members. You'll be able to switch from the insomniac club to the mirtazapine club. It is, yep. You get a big bang for your buck with those. They're cheap. You can get a whole bucket full for 20 bucks. I'm in Louisville. Yep. Oh, good, Jackie. Good. Yeah, but those Fitbits, aren't they? Isn't that like kind of like hillbillyology? What it's really measuring is how much you're tossing and turning, and that isn't really a good indication of. I mean, it is an indication, but it isn't like brain waves in a sleep study. I don't need any machinery to tell that I'm getting disrupted sleep. When I get up in the morning, there'll be a pillow in the bathtub. There'll be not one under the bed, and maybe my head. There'll be one at the foot of the bed. I don't know what in the hell I do when I fall asleep, but it looks like the place got ransacked. Oh, lady, yeah, insomnia's. Yeah, I've had that for about 10 years. Amy's part of the club now. Oh, your heart rate? Okay. Yeah, sleep studies. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few of them. Yeah, I've had a few of them. I don't know. I'm not both feet in. My buddy owns a sleep clinic, the doctor. We don't argue about it, but I don't know. To me, they seem kind of scamish. I ask them all the time, anybody ever get out of that damn thing and not have a sleep problem? I mean, what the hell? Sleep does fall apart as most people age, and for a lot of reasons. Hey, Laura. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cleveland Clinic uses that diagnosis a lot, lady. Yeah, I don't have this. Yeah, I don't have this CPAP deal. I just have shitty sleep. I think I just got a crazy mind, to be honest with you. Your oxygen. I tried the CPAP thing, even though they didn't think I needed it. They thought it might help. Then they even tried me diagnosing me with narcolepsy. I had all those diagnoses. I don't feel bad. I don't think I sleep as deep as I should. Lots of shit I don't do as good as I should. Why would sleep be any different? I mean, I'm sleeping good enough now, but there was a time there for about, God, I couldn't get any sleep. Yeah, I think it's a bunch of shit. Oh, insomnia since a kid? Yeah, I mean, you read the, I got, I read sleep hygiene, all this bullshit. I mean, they act in those books like you're going to get the death penalty if you drink caffeine. Well, I guess then I'm never going to be a good compliant patient then because, I'm not going to go around and like never have a coffee and maybe I'll pay the piper, but I don't think my sleep, I'm not drinking coffee before I go to bed and that kind of thing. I just think I got a mind. I had a crazy dream. And let me tell you this dream I had last tonight. I try to get my videos uploaded, and if I don't, like that was an 8 or 9 hour upload for that 1 hour 4K video of the Ohio River. So when I go to bed at night, if I wanna, I love the idea of my videos uploading while I'm sleeping. In other words, I don't want to get up and have a bunch of shit to upload, especially when I'm out screwing around. So that 9 hour upload, I get up to check it so I can start another upload if that one's finished. But in between one of those sessions this morning, actually, I can tell you when it was. It was between 5 and 7 a.m. I had a dream about a guy that used to work for me, and I was always getting in his ass about being slow and not doing shit. He was actually good at surveillance, but he was just lazy. And believe this or not, I haven't even talked to him in 20 years. I dreamed vividly, too, like it just happened today, taking a fax. I mean, who uses faxes anymore? And it was a PI assignment. And it was a note from a client that I didn't recognize that wanted to know, had this investigation been done yet? And in the dream, I had been on vacation and I let him take care of things, which I knew was be a disaster. And I looked at it and I asked him, why isn't the surveillance done? And he gave me some bullshit answer. And I remember getting like super upset, pissed, just like I did, just like the old days. And then I woke up and I thought, God damn, am I glad I was dreaming. Here, a 20-year ago incident that didn't really even happen, although it fit this guy's profile. What is that shit doing lingering in my mind? It's crazy. No wonder I don't sleep. I mean, I don't even know how this would be there. It's nuts. Now that's one of the things they warn you about. If you have shitty sleep, they tell you to avoid naps. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 20 years ago. But it was a typical scenario that I experienced with this guy. That shit is still floating around in my mind. But, have you ever woken up from a dream and you're glad it was a dream? That happened to me today. I can't even tell you the last time that happened. I'm thinking, oh, God, I got to call these people and tell them this dumbass didn't do this. Oh, you like napping, huh? They say that. I'm not so sure. I mean, it may be true, but I never really, I've briefly read over some of these dream interpretations. I mean, to me, it seemed like a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, my hard drive, I need to reformat it. I never had a sexual dream either. Not one. My whole damn life. Which is sad. Here I am thinking about fax machines and bad employees. Why can't I have a good sex dream instead? Yeah, mine is too, Simka. I need a faster speed on my hard drive. Yeah, I want to have a dream that when I wake up and I think, God damn it, why couldn't that have been real? Here I wake up wanting to kick this guy's ass and I haven't seen him in 20 years. Yeah, I never had one. Even as a kid, I never had one. Sex dream. I'm really getting ripped off. Yeah, I couldn't, actually, I couldn't even answer that. I couldn't tell you if I dream in color or black and white. Isn't that weird? It's never thought of that before. I don't know. I don't know if it's color or black and white. It's crazy. You think I'd have remembered it. Do you really, Diane? You lucky dog. No shit, that is interesting, huh? Dream in color. Like just primary colors or everything? That's interesting. You're having some sex dreams, lady? No shit. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I'll think about it. I don't really dream that much. They say you do it all the time, but you don't remember them. Yeah, Remeron will give you some pretty good dreams too. Remeron will. Oh, you don't have any? Yeah, I never had one. Oh, lady dreams in colors. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I had them too, lady. They were good dreams. Oh, no shit, huh, Kimbers? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Simka, what's that color dreaming in color mean? Oh, you do too, Kimbers. Wow. Oh, no kidding, Simka. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Yeah, Daisy's like sleeping in the morning. And this rain's dying out. Pissing me off. Sex dreams. Oh, Jackie, here we go. She dreams in color too. Wow. Oh, you have to ask Mary about that, Kimbers. Oh, you dream in color too. Yeah, me too, Gramping. This one's supposed to get better. I hope it does. I dreamed I was Johnny Holmes one time. Oh, really, lady? Huh. Yeah, yeah. It's checking you guys. Yeah, I'm checking you guys on that one. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble now. He got some serious criminal charges against him for rape. Hey, Mary. Yeah. Good for you, Jackie. You can work on my phone anytime you want. Yeah, that's right, Texas. No, I never have. Never have in my dreams. Nope. Oh, hello. No kidding, Cameron. Wow. Well, you got something going on. You mean the same dream, air cooled? Hey, Mary. Anything about that? Kimber says she read that she dreams that she flies through the air in her dreams, and she thinks that may have a spiritual connection to Indians. Do you know anything about this? Travel on a freight train. That's a pretty good one. Oh, you have. Well, there we get it from the expert. Oh, you lucky dog, Diane. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, you're lucky. No, maybe so, Mary, but she said she read that somewhere. Oh, really, Simka? Huh. Dream. Well, I think I'm gonna. It's time for lunch, you guys. Another busy day. I don't know what I'm gonna get for lunch today. This rain's pussying out. It's pissing me off. It's supposed to be harder than this. Yeah, I used to have those dreams getting away from somebody. I couldn't run very fast. I haven't had one in a long time. Yeah, I'm hungry. You gotta be kidding, Mary. Wow. You have a good day, Simka. Oh, lady, no kidding. That's not a very good dream. That's a nightmare. All right, Marie, you have a good day. You guys have a good day today. Hopefully, I'll be getting you some better rain videos. We'll party all night tonight. Yeah, there's lots of choices around here. A lot of good places to eat. When I punch in like the restaurant and on my GPS, it's like 500 places show up with good ratings, all within like 3 miles. You have a good day, Amy. All right, Texas. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Peaches. Peach trees are blooming here. That's what the lady told me in Walgreens. All right, Susan. Yeah, I'll be on later. You too, Christine. I'm going to sing that song to everybody later. Dream, dream, dream. Yeah, thank you. I will, Amy. Oh, out of control. Yeah. Well, you got my vote. All right, Jackie. See you, Mary. See you, Air Cold. Don't forget to get your 30-day psychiatric evaluation. All right, Michael. Have a good day. See you, Frisky. All right, man. Take it easy. Bye, Frisky.